Sarah is 38 years old. She rents, by choice. Every family gathering, someone asks the same question. When are you going to stop throwing money away? Sarah has heard this her entire adult life. So she sat down and actually ran the numbers. What she found surprised everyone who had been asking. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things. First, what throwing money away actually means financially, and whether it applies to renting the way most people assume. Second, the true cost of home ownership that most buy versus rent comparisons conveniently leave out. Third, when renting wins, when buying wins, and the one factor that determines which is which. Stay with me. Before I show you the real comparison, I need to address the phrase everyone uses, throwing money away, because it contains an assumption that most people have never examined. When you pay rent, you pay for housing. You get housing in return. That is not throwing money away. That is purchasing a service. The same way paying for electricity, or food, or transportation is not throwing money away. You receive something of value in exchange for the payment. The question is not whether renting is throwing money away. The question is whether buying builds more wealth over the same time period. And the answer depends entirely on numbers that most people never actually calculate. Here's the twist. Most rent versus buy comparisons only count the mortgage payment against rent. They forget to include property taxes, insurance, maintenance, repairs, transaction costs when buying and selling, opportunity cost of the down payment. When you include all of these, the comparison looks very different. Now, the real numbers. Sarah ran the comparison for her specific situation. Home price in her area, $550,000. Down payment required, $110,000, 20%. Monthly mortgage at current rates, $2,890. Property taxes annually, $6,600. Monthly, $550. Insurance annually, $2,400. Monthly, $200. Maintenance estimate at 1% of value annually, $5,500. Monthly, $450. Total true monthly cost of ownership, $4,098. Her current rent, $2,200 per month. Monthly difference, $1,898, plus her $110,000 down payment. Invested at historical market returns, would generate approximately $8,000 to $11,000 per year in potential growth. Sarah ran the break-even calculation. How long would she need to stay for buying to outperform renting financially? Given her specific numbers, the answer was approximately 11 to 14 years. In her market, Sarah was not planning to stay that long. For her specific situation, renting was the financially stronger decision. Here's the most important twist. In a different market, with different prices, different rates, different plans, the answer would be completely different. The rent versus buy decision is not universal. It is always specific to one person's numbers, in one market, at one point in time. Anyone who tells you renting always wins, or buying always wins, is giving you an opinion, not a calculation. So when does buying actually win? Buying wins when you stay long enough. Transaction costs and early years of interest-heavy payments mean buying underperforms renting. In the short term, in most markets, buying wins over time. Generally 7 to 12 years, depending on the market. For people who stay that long, buying wins when prices appreciate significantly. Markets with strong long-term price growth reward owners in ways renters don't benefit from. Buying wins when stability matters more than flexibility. The non-financial value of owning, control, security, community roots, is real and worth something, even when the pure financial math is close. Here's the most important twist. Sarah's family kept asking when she would stop throwing money away. After she showed them her calculation, they stopped asking, because the question was never really about money. It was about a cultural assumption that home ownership equals success and renting equals failure. That assumption is worth examining, separately from the financial calculation. Sarah ran the numbers. For her situation, her market, her timeline, renting was the stronger financial decision. For someone else, different market, different timeline, buying might be. This video just opened a window for you. You've seen the real comparison, the costs most people forget, and the one factor that determines which is right. What you do with that window is completely yours, because everyone's situation is different. One question before you go. Have you ever actually run the rent versus buy numbers? For your specific situation? Drop it in the comments. Most people haven't. Next week, the hidden costs of home ownership. The ones that don't appear in any mortgage calculator, but show up every single year. Subscribe, hit the bell. See you next week. Educational content only, not financial, legal, or real estate advice. Always consult a qualified professional in your area.